Okay, here we go. We got a hand. Against like this guy sitting on 20 bigs, I'm actually kind of tempted just to trap this one, even though like trapping pre-flop is you know, it's not a common thing like it can be with tournaments, but with this guy sitting on 20 bigs, and that is obviously a really good flop. It does just check back. I think with the jack turn, I'm just gonna check again though. I mean, I'm gonna have to start betting now. Guess I'll go for an over bet. So he does call. King Jack. Okay, well, I mean, surprised he didn't bet that turn. Over on this table, also got kings in the big blind. Just folds though. Man, it's annoying he didn't bet that turn. He should be playing more aggressively with the king jack there. You know, it's a fairly strong hand on that board. Okay, really good flop here. Obviously open ender, flush draw, looking pretty good. I think, I mean, I've just got to be raising this one. I can't just call here. Question is, how do I play this one? I might actually go for a double check raise here. Okay, so yeah, he does decide to bet again, so I am going to go for another, you know, pretty sizable check raise. I mean, this is going to look fairly strong from me now. Just kind of obviously hoping he doesn't just shove now. Yes, we get it through. Okay. I mean, I think we definitely folded a strong hand there. Kings on this table. Gonna, obviously it was just this guy who just raised to 5.5 big blinds. Kind of just induced here. Aces? Come on, man. Give us a king on the second board. It's only a small pot. I mean, it's not like losing, you know, a whole stack with kings against aces. That feels worse. Okay, over on this table, I did 3-bet the queen 9 suited, and obviously it's a fairly good flop. You know, we've not got any spades, but have the open ender. Gonna go half pot here. Probably keep barreling the turn. I've also just bet out small with the nines, and we get that one through. Okay, so he does decide to call and then lead out the diamonds here. Interesting. This definitely could be something like pocket sevens, the way he just calls pre, calls a flop and then leads out the turn. I think I can still call here. I think I've got to bluff this one. The question is, do I go big or what? I think I'm just going to go half pot here. Damn. Maybe I should have gone bigger. Ace jack. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so this went bet small on the flop. I check back the turn. We hit the 2 pair on the river, and he bets really large. But I think king 7. I think it's strong enough to shove this one with his stack that he had behind. Even though he did go for a really big river bet, I think we're probably up against queen 7, queen 5. Maybe he's got 7-5, 5-3. Okay, king jack. I mean, I knew he was going to be fairly strong here. Surprised he kind of called there with king jack. Like, am I just ever bluffing that spot? Not really. Okay, he does 4-bet though, and you know, to a decent sizing as well. But I do still have to call with the 7-6 suited. You know, there's a lot of good flops we can have. I mean, I think I've got to call this flop, although kind of tempted to go for a raise here. Just literally click this back. Okay, he does call though. I think I'm definitely just gonna check this turn now, but potentially may bluff this river. I just don't think he's that strong here. I'm going for it, you know. I know this may seem a crazy bluff, but I've kind of just got that sense that I can push him off here. Like, I don't think he's crazy strong. Obviously this is, you know, just a weird, crazy play that I've done on this hand, and I've really kind of got out of line here. But sometimes if you got the feeling, does call with the ace king, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, it was obviously a bit of a crazy hand by me there. I wasn't annoyed with how I played it, but yeah, surprisingly it was GTO moves to a small frequency. And we've got ace king suited now. I've had a couple of all-ins, which, you know, I've lost some flips, but I haven't had it on the right screen. Let's just run this one twice then. Can't be bothered to lose any more flips. And we've lost the first one. And we're probably going to win the second one. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to re-raise the 10-8 suited. Does call. I think I'm just going to go for the one flop bet. Obviously we've, you know, completely missed this flop. Nice, he does just snap fold, which is good. Also ace king on this table. Really good flop, of course. Gonna go for fairly big sizing, 75%. I think just potting this turn works nicely now. Okay, that's literally perfect. Perfect river card. Oh, we've also got aces over on this table. I think just potting again, I think. Snap folds though. Oh, we like to see this. It's tempting to trap, but I kind of prefer trapping from like big blind versus button. So I'm gonna just go for a 4-bet here. Hope to see a shove. Okay, he does call. A lot of the time he's just going to call pre-flop with 10s. Queens, you expect him to just be shoving a lot. However, again, can just call with queens. So just going to go for 30% pot here. Ace queen suited is a possible hand he can have. I think with this sizing, he's still going to have to call jacks here. You know, if he's got jacks, he can definitely think I could be barreling with ace king here. It's obviously not what I wanted to see. I mean, is this just always 10s or queens? I think the fact we're not holding the ace of hearts is good here. I mean, I think I've got a call, but I just, yeah, don't like this. Yeah. Okay, we open the ace 3. Get a call from the button and the big blind. Here you're going to be looking at quite a few pocket pairs, you know, some suited stuff. Just going to check this one over, having, you know, quite a weak kicker here. Wow, okay. He decides to bet big. He can, you know, bet big with like pocket 7s or something, but that kind of is obviously a really good card for us now. And you expect him to be, you know, 3-betting a lot of his ace queens, ace kings. Okay, he does check back this turn. It's definitely possible he can have hearts where he bets big on that flop and then checks back the turn when the board pairs. I think I'm just going to go for, you know, a block bet here on the river. Hoping not to see any raises, but I think we might be seeing one come in here, to be honest. Okay, just folds, nice. We've 3-bet the ace-jack suited here. He does go for a 4-bet, very aggressive player. Don't love this with the ace-jack suited, but I think I've got a call. Not a good flop. So he does check back this flop, but the thing is, you know, he can still be doing this with kings, queens, aces. Problem is, it's such a sticky player. I think I'm just gonna check this one again on the turn. Yeah, and he does start to bet. I think we were behind all along here. Okay, ace king. We get a call from the cutoff from this guy with an absolute massive stack here. To be honest, the fact we've got a bit of added incentive. Ace king off, out of position. A shove is actually just fine here with the ace king as well. So I think I'm just gonna opt to just to get this one in this time. Okay, he does call. Jacks. Let's run it twice. Hold. Okay. Win the second one, thank God. Against 30 big blind stack, I think I can just shove the... Oh, okay. Most likely behind. Wow, just snaps off the king queen. Okay, run it twice. Diamond. Yes. Come on, let's win both. Ah, gets on the river. I mean, we both get there on the river, so can't be too annoyed. Okay, this hand here, obviously small blind versus big blind. I decided to bet out with top pair, and he has raised me. Just going to call for the moment. Obviously, I feel fairly confident that our hand is good here. You probably expect more of his raises to come from, you know, 9-8s, 9-7s, maybe some hearts here. But again, you know, it's possible he can have pocket sixes here. He does go fairly big. Obviously a little bit of a dodgy river card, but we certainly could still be good here. Honestly, if he bets like a third, I may even be tempted just to shove this one. Okay, he just checks. Wow, he checks back pocket sixes. I mean, it seems a bit tight when I initially see him, you know, turn over the sixes, but there were a lot of draws out there. You know, obviously the hearts gets there, the nut straight gets there, so I don't think it's the worst check back in the world with sixes, but I think I probably would have bet there. Okay, so unknown guy just kind of limps here. Guess I'll make it 4 BBs now. So, obviously a fairly good flop, I guess. Gonna be very hard getting value though, so I guess we just bet small. His range is gonna be a lot of pocket pairs. I'm guessing probably quite weak ones. And with that in mind, I think I just go small again here. Yeah, he does just fold. Obviously it was gonna be difficult getting value there. Okay, open up the 10-9. Pretty good flop, and one which I'm gonna, you know, size up a bit on, having the open ender. Obviously it would be more ideal if we had a club on board. He does raise. Kind of tempted to re-raise this one, but I don't really want to get shoved on, so I'm just gonna call. If he bets big here, okay, he just checked. That's obviously pretty good now, and I mean, I don't think we need to go massive here, because when he just checks, I think we're up against, you know, a lot of 5-6s, Jack 10 sort of thing. I mean, he can have some 8-7s for sure. Guess I just go for a third size in here. Yeah, he just shoves. I mean, 7s or 8s. I think that's just what we're up against there. I don't think he's ever bluffing that spot. Perhaps I overplayed that one without the clubs there. Yeah, looking back on it, I don't know how good that river bet was, because it was kind of very limited with what I was really trying to push off. Yeah, I think maybe I should have just given up on that one. Mind seeing this? Aces on a full ring table. Come on, Mr. Sharks. Put in a 3 bet, please. Does. Thank you, Mr. Sharks. I suppose being a bit deeper stacked, I will go slightly larger with this 4 bet. No snap folds, please, Mr. Sharks. Okay, just gonna call with the 8s. Obviously, it's a pretty good flop as far as the 8s go. Good turn card. So he just snap checks, but Queen on the river isn't amazing. Just gonna go for like a block bet sizing here on the river. Calls. King 9. Ace king suited. We open from the cutoff, and we get a button call from this guy who's been pretty loose, and this player squeezes here again. I think with this button call, and wow. I think I'm going with it, to be honest. I think he can still have some bluffs which he squeezes. Yes, come on, that's huge. Wow, honestly, I didn't know whether to fold or go with that one. It was kind of tough. But when this guy squeezed, I think he could be very tempted to 4-bet there with like ace queen, ace jack type hands. So yeah, I think suited, I was happy just going with that with the ace king suited. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this session here. I'm going to be uploading plenty of these play and explain cash game videos in December. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.